All right, folks, it's 10 o'clock on Monday morning. Wake up and get ready for Kaukauna greatest podcast. I'm Trask.
I'm Quinn.
I'm Taylor.
All
Wake
right.
up, Kaukauna.
Wake up. Electric City.
All right.
Also, Stinky City.
Don't talk about that.
Well, we'll talk about
With the wrong wind.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we
Do you
came
have
in a
in
little
the-
hot there.
Do you have in the news? Because I got an in the news topic that
Let's hear it.
it's fresh
All right.
and it is burning.
Oh,
And
the
it is
wildfires?
about us. No.
Oh.
No. We just had a driver get pulled over
Oh, it's bullcrap.
in Ohio in a 60 mile an hour zone.
65.
65 mile an hour zone, doing 56 miles an hour.
57.
Okay.
Under the speed limit.
Under the speed
You
limit.
told me it was 56.
I did, but
Okay.
then I rewatched it. It was
Okay.
57.
Don't worry. Spring this out a bit. There we go.
Oh, wow. Okay. Do we need to start over?
No.
No. Okay. 56 or 57 in a 65 gets pulled over.
Gets inspected.
I don't even know about that stuff. He got accused of speeding. He said, I wasn't speeding. Then he must have called you and said, hey, we have video that you're doing 56 or 57. Went back to the officer. Then the officer changed his tune, allegedly.
Yep.
Gave him a warning, which is like the kiss of death for us.
Yes. Can't
And
fight it.
Why is it the kiss of death? It's going to go against our CSA score.
Yep.
And there's people that don't care about their CSA score, but it's very, very important to us.
Yep.
And we can't fight it. We can't dispute it.
Why is there not a process for being
They're
able to
working on
dispute
it.
They are, but there is for tickets.
Yeah, if you get a ticket, you can fight it.
Yeah, you can fight it, and I could send that video
If
and
it's going
dedicate
to be
it.
held against you, there should be a way to dispute it. That's
Yeah.
crap.
Talk to the FMCSA, but they're
Stats.
shut down right now.
Well, not them, because they're funded by the
Yeah,
highway
yeah.
tax. But
Wow.
yeah, it's
So now we have a mark on our record
yep.
that is
Bull crap.
100% inaccurate, and we can't do anything about it.
What was the warning for?
Speeding.
Speeding, and he wasn't even speeding.
Now,
It was 65.
The fact that you can prove
He clocked.
it.
He clocked 4 other trucks going by him at 63, which wasn't speeding.
Under the speed limit.
Right. And they got, I don't know if they ended up getting tickets, but that's all 4 of them got pulled in, and then 2 people after them.
How crappy of a day do you have to be having to
It was a crappy
do
trip.
that?
This
Yeah.
trip's been crappy for him, but
But
it's
a bunch of malarkey.
one of those things that, hey, I got a warning. Great, I didn't get a ticket. No, it's not great.
Yeah.
It's not great at all.
No.
So anyway, that's our in the news. One
Yeah.
other in the news. I'm just going to keep going. So we had a raccoon in our building this weekend.
Yes.
And tore the crap out of everything.
Oh, not nice.
And took
Finally
us
caught it.
2 days to catch him. Finally caught him.
How do you know it was a him?
Finally caught it. And we released it into the wild in the back. So there's a feel good.
Do you think it'll come back?
Better not.
Nah.
If he comes back for food, he's probably getting a different ending.
You'll be fine.
No, but like we went back and watched the videos, and you can see this thing crawling up on the mezzanine, and then it's like crawling on like a little metal conduit wire or thing that runs through like where the mezzanine is, and all of a sudden you just see it get down, and the TV starts
Yeah.
shaking. And
There's desks out there. Threw everything off the desk.
If they want to get somewhere, they're like a mouse. They'll find a way.
He tore the place up, but we got him.
2 days later, a couple traps. No animals were harmed in the filming of
Let's
this
just
podcast.
keep going.
What else?
Did you guys listen to our last podcast? I don't listen to them that closely, but you would have swore it was my first podcast ever.
Why?
I must have said 1,000 words in it, and 500 of them were
Oh,
So we're going to try to make a conscious effort to not do that.
good.
You didn't notice it?
Not until you said it.
No, not. You know,
man.
I'm listening to it in
Do
a
you know any
different
words
light.
that rhyme with tum?
Why?
Bum.
Just wondering. Seeing if I could get you to say
Yeah, bum. Okay. Well, good.
We had
That's
a
good then.
lot of comments on the podcast last week. It was good. It's like our first real breakout one since we got back, which was nice.
There was
And-
a big, long, interesting comment.
yeah, that was from Simpson34.
Yep.
Is the I don't remember exactly, but it was along the lines of, hey, if you could create a one centralized number for a driver, CDL holder, that basically was like a digital record of everything that driver has done in regards to his passports, his driver's license, his insurance records, all of those things. Brokers could instantly qualify this driver as a qualified or not qualified driver. You could easily monitor it, and anytime you got pulled in or pulled over,
There'd be record on
there'd be a paper trail.
What's your thought on that?
I like it and I don't. I like the idea.
There
for
was a
simplicity.
rebuttal to it. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, from Bad Boys.
Stating that, why would we want to give the government access to everything?
Right.
I guess my thought is they already have access. Yeah. I could see it being beneficial, but I also I don't know. Why do we need the government to go that far? And it's because we've created this.
Right.
With the
industry, with the other states, the other people that aren't following the regulations.
Yeah.
Another thing we should get into, and what we're going to talk about this week, is the government shutdown and the effects that it is having on the trucking industry. So for those of you that don't know, on October 1st, the federal government shut down due to funding. There's some stalemates between both parties. They can't come to agreements.
It's through the House, I believe, and now it's stuck in the Senate.
I don't know exactly, but they cannot come to an agreement on some certain hotbed topics, and it caused a government shutdown.
Which we've had before.
We have, and you see all those things like where if this doesn't get signed by tonight, it could cause a government shutdown and this and that. But in reality, we're dealing with it. It's a situation that we have to deal with right now because we're in it. But how does it relate to the trucking industry? More specifically, how does it relate to us? And the big federal organization that we deal with is the FMCSA, the Federal Motor Carriers Association. Nothing's changing. They are completely funded by the highway vehicle tax thing. So right now, nothing is changing on their end.
It's still a government agency not funded by the federal government.
Correct. They're fully funded. There's no issues.
Yeah.
Roadside inspections and traffic stops.
Obviously.
Those right. Those are going to keep on going because they are considered essential duties. And then the infrastructure projects and all of that are currently funded or partially or fully funded are going to continue as planned. So that's what's not changing.
Right.
Potentially, there's a lot of things that could change. Permits and licensing, new carriers trying to get their. I don't get
the
it.
Federal DOT.
Yeah, but if the FMCSA is funded, why does this potentially cause a delay? Maybe there's just people furloughed or whatever. Hazmat approvals. I don't know much about that process, but are they saying that because of if a new chemical gets released or a new product gets released, they have to approve it? I don't know. Or is it every transportation?
More transporting of goods that's got to be on federal record, I would think.
Yeah, probably. Government freight.
For sure.
Which causes an even bigger issue if we go down the line. But
what about a place?
School.
Like what?
Like a school. That's subsidized by the cheese and stuff. Up here, I say cheese.
Is that federal or state?
I don't know.
What about Oshkosh Truck, who's selling stuff to the government?
I'm assuming military probably isn't affected by this.
I think military is affected by it.
Really?
I don't know.
I read something about there was a dispute about paying military personnel.
Yeah, and I heard that there's going to be no back pay and things like that, and furlough.
So that's no matter what side you're on, in my opinion, that's the bad side of this, right? There's good, hardworking people that
are affected
and not able to make a paycheck right now, and maybe not be able to pay their bills.
Right.
So that's where it sucks.
Well, Also, I mean, look at all the air traffic controllers calling in sick because they're not getting paid. I mean, I never thought that
TSA in the flights.
Right. Like, it's causing havoc.
Cross-border. I would assume there's a bunch of issues there.
The port and, border crossings, all of that. It's customs delays. They're all happening. Going back to the government freight, there is a pretty big number of carriers that only haul government freight.
Sure.
What do you do if all of a sudden that dries up? Do you go into the private sector?
Probably.
So now you have...
I mean, if I go back to the Oshkosh truck thing, I mean, that is still a private company that does government work.
Aren't they publicly traded?
They're publicly traded.
But it's not a federal...
Right. Entity.
It's still a public company.
Correct.
Right. It's not a government-owned
It's not a
company.
government...
They're doing government-owned work.
Correct. They're a contractor for the government.
So...
And they
they're
probably
not
have
affected.
the contract already, I would think, because they're not going to be building all that stuff based on this.
But if they're going
No.
to deliver a military vehicle to a base, there may not be people there to receive that. I don't
Correct.
know. I don't know.
That military vehicle is probably, it's for sure already paid.
It's just going to sit.
Yeah, but if there's no workers to receive it.
Right. Where are they going to go?
Right.
Going to need to build some more warehousing.
Well, they got those lots that, you know, on the south side of Oshkosh. I
Right.
mean, I've seen like...
Yep.
100 of them stacked up
Right.
in there, just waiting, I'm sure, to get thrown
Right.
on a train or something.
Or trucks to get them out.
So is there trucks backed up at the borders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bunch. And they're saying it's taking longer. Another thing they said is to start monitoring it and see if you can get into a more diversified sector. If you are someone that only does cross-border or cross-port or whatever that may be, they're like, hey, now may be the time to look at your business and realize that if there's some uncertainties coming, is this going to be feasible long-term for you? So,
Well, that will just snowball. Think about my buddy Evan works for a large contractor. They do a ton of government work.
right.
That's still happening.
It is right now. All of the projects that are partially or fully funded are continuing. But if they run out of that funding, they're going to stop if this doesn't get rectified.
Yeah.
But-
I guess time will tell.
Well, and magnify that to, okay, let's say 10% of the trucks going down the road are hauling government things. Now, all of a sudden, they don't have anything to haul.
Mm-hmm.
Now 10% of those trucks are now into a pool that's already diluted right now. And now,
I don't know
what does that do to rates?
anything about government freight, but I'm
Neither.
guessing. I guess I don't know. I'm going to guess it's really low or really high.
Depending on what it is.
In comparison to our market.
Yeah, I would agree. And I'm sure that across each sector there are government,
I would think I'd like to think it's higher than market because there's probably more stringent guidelines that they might need to obtain.
They're not having drivers that don't have real CDLs deliver for them, going to ports and those kind of things.
One would hope so.
Right. I mean, look at the TWIC card and the bases and all that. Look at all the hoops you got to jump through for that.
You said last week everybody's got a copier or a printer or somebody.
Right.
Like all that stuff.
That takes some serious cojones to roll
If
into
I'm here
a military...
fighting for my life, making myself a better life than where I came from, and you gave me that opportunity and handed me this stack of paperwork and said, drive here, drive there, I wouldn't know any better, and I am rolling and making my family money.
Yeah, but you wouldn't think twice. Like, hey, I probably shouldn't be here. Like, being in a military facility, like...
I don't
know.
Do they know any better?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
What else you got?
What else do I have?
Yeah.
Well, we just had this might be slippery. We just had a driver give us notice.
Oh, boy. That's not where I thought you were going with the old slippery comment.
Oh, well, we'll go wherever you want to go with that after. We had a newer driver, put a lot of time and effort into getting this driver up to speed, solid driving skills.
Yeah.
Just didn't have flatbed skills, but teachable.
Yep.
Wanted to learn, so we put the time in. Long story short, decided to move out of state. That's fine. Gave a 2-week notice, then decided to see if he could back that to a 1-week notice, I believe, or a week and a half.
Yep.
And then
Decided to back it to less than that.
in on a Friday night when nobody was here, cleaned out his truck and left a note stating that I don't even know what it said, but at the end it said, I hope that if I ever come back, the opportunity to come back to Quick Transport is still there. Like basically, I hope I didn't burn a bridge. And I'm like,
Dude, you not only burnt it, you lit it on fire and frickin' TNT'd it. Like, what are you thinking?
what are you thinking?
Yeah. Like, do you really think you're coming back?
And it's not the first time this has
Maybe
happened
that's
to
his
many
way
people.
of having some closure. Like, well, I left that. Maybe that's helping him sleep at night. Outside of that, I don't know why that would be assumed.
If that's what you're gonna do not write that in your letter. One,
Then just go away without.
you're writing a letter brought you from here to here,
Yeah.
and then ending it with that letter brought you from here to like below.
I can just
the
see him
ground.
too calm. Yo, bro. Hey, I'm coming back to Wisconsin. Can I start?
No, sorry, dude.
No. So that was
younger.
no.
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 Oh, okay.
Well,
Late
Just curious.
30s,
Younger than me.
older than me.
Yeah. Anyway,
Just
But-
seems to be that pattern is that type of behavior is just more and more prevalent.
acceptable.
Well, it's just like
Not acceptable.
yeah,
Prevalent.
acceptable and prevalent in a sense of like they think, well, it's just a job. Like I don't know. I just feel like that's happening more and
We
more
have another
often.
employee here, and he wouldn't mind if I shared this.
This is like airing dirty laundry episode.
No, this is- yeah.
That's what I've been doing.
Oh yeah, and his son is 22, 23.
Okay.
And struggling because of some mistakes he made being a young kid. He didn't have a great work history, and then all of a sudden quit a job like without notice, and it's on his when he goes to apply places for reference checks, and now cannot get a job because of it. And that's kind of crappy. It's way different. I'm not saying it's way different. It's still the same thing, but it happened when he was young, like 18 to 21.
Right. What was the job, and was it a career? Was it what were the
was working at
circumstances?
the mall.
Right. So
Like, that shouldn't affect.
Take that with a grain of
But-
salt. Like
I feel bad because of the situation that he's now in because of it. We've all been stupid. We've all been young.
we all make mistakes.
especially
Right.
at that age.
But, like, that's not something that you hold over a kid's head. Like, okay, give them a chance, and if they screw you, okay, you chalk it up, and now.
What type of position is said person looking for?
I don't know what he's looking for now.
Okay.
But I know he was, like, managing a store.
So it's interesting, like because he's young, he probably doesn't have a lot of work history to put down. But like normally, when somebody has like a bad interaction with an employer, you just don't put it on the reference sheet.
Which is bullcrap.
Well, I'm just saying that it happened.
Or they fake what they actually do.
Oh, dude, but it's so because it's like why would you now as a young kid if that's the only thing you've done, it you kind of puts you in a position. But like I know people that job hop and they've had 10 jobs in 5 years and they only put the best 5 down when they're going in for
Right.
a reference.
And that I don't want to say you can get away with that stuff, but allegedly in our industry, you're supposed to have any explanation
Last
for gaps.
10 years.
Yeah, an explanation for gaps because you could have not had your license at that time. Did you forget to turn the cameras on? Oh, not had your license at that time.
Had your license in a different state,
Revolt,
been in trouble.
what have you,
Right.
right? Been on a SAP program, drug test refusal, whatever. So in our industry, there's supposed to be safeguards for that. But
Right. There should be in every industry.
but to your point, like
You're not going to hold it over an
everybody's
18-year-old's
human.
kid. Right. And you don't know. Like, maybe that guy had a bad manager, and like that guy was making life a living, hell or whatever. Or maybe he was a crappy employee. But give him the benefit of the Speaking of airing dirty laundry,
All right.
on the jobs topic, I know this is very random, but since the government shut down, we don't have much to talk about.
Well, the different people always say, "What do you?"
I know a
you
guy
talk
that
about
had
quick transport.
14 jobs, W-2 jobs, in 1 year.
How many?
full time,
14.
like different.
Full-time, has a family.
That's more than one a month.
Yep. And he was proud of it.
What year was this? Like approximately
Within the last 7-ish years.
Okay,
You wouldn't know him.
that's fine. That
Yeah. How do you get ahead? And like, what do you do? Start and burn your vacation,
The
and
grass
then
is
go to
always
your next,
greener,
go
man.
to your next one. What?
At what number does the now employer interviewing that person go?
Maybe they don't write it
the
down.
reason I asked
And that's
how
my
long
point.
ago this was, there was a time where people were so desperate for help
Right.
that didn't matter.
Right.
Oh, that, yeah,
Just,
they take you off the
What
street.
can you do? I can open the door. Okay,
it was,
perfect.
Yeah, it was prior to that time, I think.
So he was, well, good for him for like securing 14 different positions. Like that is impressive.
Yeah, that's like a magician.
Like in the
But
last,
what was he proud
like,
of?
his work history.
Oh.
The
Did
amount
that-
of jobs.
was it-
He's
was
an
it-
expert in all the fields.
Was it
Yeah.
across all industries?
Oh yeah.
You know, that's not an easy thing to do.
From CEO to janitor and everything in between, huh?
I don't think he was ever up on the upper echelon.
Yeah,
but-
the level of entry was probably similar.
Yeah. So most recently, man, I'm just not going to finish that. Anyway, started
fine.
a new job within the last couple
Good.
weeks.
I hope it works out. If he wants it
well,
to.
he's already
If
out
he-
on work comp.
Oh, jeez. Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So
Holy man.
so yeah.
I don't remember.
But that's exactly to my point of like, that's somebody that, and I'm not saying this person would do that, but that's enough work history to be like,
Dude, I'm a champ.
yeah,
Done everything.
maybe
Really,
2 or
Johnny
3
Cash.
of those, maybe 2 or 3 of those were like, they went well. So he's like, those are the only references I'm going to put down. I mean, that's
what do
a
you
lot
do
of-
with the other time?
I was a stay-at-home dad.
I'm calling on employee Bob. Shows that he worked for you from 2012 to 2015. No, he was here for.
But if that guy jumped that many, you could explain those gaps as, well, I was just looking for the
many-
next job. The guy
don't-
that has 14 in a
What,
year.
like, how do you
I don't
make a
know
decision in a
this.
month?
I don't know this. I only know what we
12
do.
times.
How many companies do you think do reference checks?
I don't know. We do.
I know we do, but I bet you there's a lot that don't.
Well, I have another story. I know a person that's in a management position that said they went to college and never went to college. And put it on the resume.
See? No background check, no
Right.
verification.
And that is a huge company. That is a huge company. Like, multinational company.
yeah, I've heard a couple stories. I know what company you're talking about too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
That's because hiring managers sometimes are put in a position where, I mean, they have to find someone, and they're like, well, they said they went. It's not on me if
Yeah.
it comes out.
it wasn't a requirement. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Who knows?
Maybe.
Is that person succeeding at their job? Because if they
Yeah.
are, then that's all that matters.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still have a job, but yeah. Anyway, sorry for the rants there, but
That was good. That was wild.
14 in a year.
I mean, you almost have to like clap
Strap
for
a
him.
GoPro to his head and see what he thinks.
That what?
Like,
Do you know how many views a video would get if it was like 14 jobs over the course of
Bob
12
goes to
months?
work. Bob goes to work. Bob goes to work. Every
Oh
day
my
it's different.
God, that would be absolute gold.
And I'll tell you one thing: he wasn't hosting dirty jobs. Like, it wasn't like he was. That wasn't his job to go to a new job. Like, he was. Like,
So,
What do you do?
Do you think it?
how do you put in a 2-week notice?
Based
Hey, I
off
know
this-
I just started.
I don't think that was a requirement.
Yeah,
He
no.
probably wrote a letter.
He probably didn't write a letter. He just left.
So, I guess what is the reason for like? Is it
I don't know.
just to stay afloat? Is it I get bored after 2 weeks?
Hey, maybe you like change. You just want to see what's happening around the.
moving houses every month.
Yeah.
literally, job to job to job to job. Wow.
Hey, this place has got a really good cafeteria, and this one's got a really nice, I don't know.
14 in 1 year.
Did he like any better than the others?
Well, I don't think he had enough time to form an
how do you
opinion.
even know? You didn't learn one person's name.
The guy looked at me wrong.
That's kind of like, remember I told you stories when Quick was first started, and I would grind on the load boards all day, like 8-9 hours for one load.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I'd go back to that original load that was still sitting there that I called on very first.
Yeah.
And it's like I just
Loyalty.
ground that whole day, only to end up back where I started. And
Yeah, but the thing is you ended up back where you started and still came to the same job. He ended up at a different company.
Yeah.
14 different times in 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta give a hats off. That takes some type of talent.
That is a successful year if you could land 14 jobs.
If that doesn't tell you that there's not this isn't political, but if that doesn't tell you that there's opportunity to work in the United States, I don't know what does. Like people that people that complain that there's nothing out there. It's like,
but let's say he just ground through these 14 jobs. What happens if job number 2 was really the one for him?
Right. Yeah, and he got pissed off because like he couldn't take
whatever.
Like, how do your benefits even kick in?
No, they don't. They don't.
There's no way. Yeah.
Can you imagine sitting in an interview? Well, I see you got a lengthy job history here. Actually, it's only 1 year.
There are some companies.
It's pretty fun.
There are some companies where benefits start day one.
Right.
That's wild.
Right.
And there are some companies that
start day 60.
Yep.
Usually 60 is about standard, right?
Maybe he was
But
doing
there are some insurance plans that offer different benefits that maybe somebody's looking for and drew them to the position in the first place.
Yeah.
Do you know where I was going with that?
I think so.
Remember
yes.
a former acquaintance that had an insurance plan that attracted a bunch of people because
I know where you're going.
Maybe your person was looking for something.
I think he's still a guy.
Okay.
But
okay.
Got it. Just trying to think what is the get ahead?
There's not. I don't know how you do. I don't know how you get ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So, well, like we said, the best podcast in the city of Kaukauna.
Yeah.
Hopefully the government opens back up so we can talk about something other than people's job histories.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this was a little lighthearted.
Yeah.
Not
Enjoyed
to
felt relevant.
Yeah.
People will.
I feel better.
Good.
Yeah.
The ticket thing, warning thing is really irritating me.
You want to get a new job?
Should we see if we can?
So in that instance, do you almost want to take the ticket so you can fight it?
Yeah, you want the ticket because you can fight it. The cop did it on purpose because he was a dingbat.
Because he knows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it shows that he did something.
Yeah.
He knew that if he gave us a ticket, he wasn't going to win.
It's wild.
So he gave us a warning, and now no one wins. He doesn't get to buy an extra cup of coffee, and
well, no, he wins in his head because he knows you guys now have a headache to deal with.
Well, and his boss, sheriff or whoever, knows that he worked that day, I guess.
well,
That was his proof.
Yeah.
jeez, he's probably measured on that.
Probably.
My niece, who is going to
Probably
school,
metrics, KPI, all that stuff. That
my
you
niece,
do.
who's going to the police academy, states like with 100% certainty they do not do that. Like that is a farce. Like they do not have quotas.
The quota thing.
That's
I
sure.
think it's a conspiracy. I
But-
think they do, and that it's part of school to tell everyone else that you don't.
Oh, 110%.
Well, I'm assuming you still have to show that you're doing work, though, or community involvement or outreach, or
Yeah.
right. Like you just can't sit in your patrol car for 8 hours, get paid for it, and go home.
If there's no
That
quota,
would be really cool, though.
why are there
Would it
always more
just-
on the...
I mean,
Was that?
No, go ahead.
let's also talk about something that's... Sorry, I thought we were done here.
We're not... No.
I was driving down the highway, and I am not a speeder. Like
Me neither.
Sick
No.
bull crap. In your personal car. But I'll set if it's 70, I'll do like 71, 72.
You are.
I set my
badass.
cruise. Yep. Cop flies by me, driving down the road in the fast lane, one hand on the wheel, working on his laptop, and they pull people over for being on their cell phones. Not saying that they shouldn't be. Like, people should not be on their cell phones when they're driving, but that is not safe.
Right.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about people that drive with their dog on their lap.
Yeah.
I've seen so many close instances because a dog was right up. Like, I don't know how. If you can't be on your phone, why can you have a living creature on your lap on the highway?
I'm gonna get a dog. I'm gonna make a dog seat.
I'm pretty
car
sure.
seat.
I think he used to work with my dad. He used to go down the road reading the newspaper.
I've seen
I have
I
a
saw-
sister-in-law that puts her cell phone up on the dashboard on her
Watches TV?
speedometer and watches movies.
I saw a woman reading a book on the steering wheel.
We're teaching Landon how to drive. He's got his temps. And we were on 172 the other day, and some cops went flying. They didn't have their lights on or anything, but they went flying by us. And all of a sudden he's like, should I follow him?
Yep.
And I'm like, what do you mean follow him? He's like, can I get out there and follow him? I'm like, absolutely not. You don't even have your license. Absolutely not.
Yeah. I responded to a call. This is random too, but I responded to a call last week, Saturday. It was an Arabic family. They didn't speak any English. And Metro was not able to get a translator there right away. So we did it through our cell phone. And the cultural difference, like, they were so embarrassed that they were in an accident. It was so sad. Like, they couldn't even, thankfully they were okay. But the guy had his learner's permit and was learning to drive with an English person.
They're doing everything right.
They were doing everything right. Missed the stop sign. It happens. They call them accidents for a reason. But, like, the wife was in the back seat and ended up in, like, the front seat of the minivan. They T-boned. And she didn't have her seatbelt on. But she was so embarrassed, but it was a cultural thing. It was, and I said, hey, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. And, like, we're doing it through the translation. And she was in her headdress and it was hot. And I'm like, do you need water? And like, no. And then as soon as I said, hey, there's no need to be embarrassed, like, everything was fine. They were refusing medical attention and then they left, and like they ended up going with the paramedics. But it was weird to think that like, why would you be embarrassed about that? Here, we think, hey, it's an accident. It was like, they didn't want to be seen. They were trying to, like, hide their faces. It was
You
sad.
said he had his learner's permit. So he's an adult.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
and of course, the one thing you don't want to happen happens.
Right.
Like, I would.
No one got hurt.
I get why he's.
I mean, thankfully, we're not in that position. Us,
Right.
I haven't been, but I could see being embarrassed.
Right. Could you
like when
imagine
I-
trying to get your
when I
license in a different country?
Tagged that mailbox.
Yeah, but now we laugh about it.
Yeah, but it was embarrassing.
Yeah, but you didn't let your car run into a gas station on. That was embarrassing.
That was embarrassing.
But can you imagine trying to learn in a different country? Like, they didn't
No.
speak English.
No.
They didn't speak English at all. Like, it's kind of the same thing with your CDL. Like, you should be able to read signs and do all that and communicate
And they
in the
probably
event.
could.
No, they couldn't.
Oh, they couldn't read a
No.
stop sign?
I don't know. They didn't stop.
But he had a legal or
he
valid
had his-
learner's
he had his
permit?
valid
Yeah,
learner's
he had to
permit.
pass a science test to do that.
He did, but say the same thing about a CDL guy. Right?
Yeah, we're going down
It's a rabbit hole.
a bad one here.
But anyway,
But yeah, glad everyone's all right.
But he could not
and thank
communicate.
you for helping the people
Oh,
that
it's
need
fine.
it.
Whatever.
Was that the one you were on when I stopped by?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To grab my drone.
So
Yeah. All right. See you next
Well,
week.
Yeah.
yeah, we have no polls. We have no anything.
No.
Thank you for the comments.
We'll find a way to get people to do something.
All right.
All right. See you next week.
Have a great week.
Later.